Take fresh produce grown in Virginia's rich Shenandoah Valley. Deliver it in the form of healthy meals to hungry children in the inner city of Washington, D.C. And, along the way, help people learn a new skill and begin to break the brutal cycle of homelessness and poverty. This is the story of DC Central Kitchen.
DC Central Kitchen is based on a very simple premise that waste is wrong. Whether that waste is food, productive minds, or kitchen space. So what we do is we take food that's been thrown away or will be thrown away, bring it to the kitchen, re-prepare that food using men and women who have been marginalized or in many ways thrown away by society, train them so they can go out and work in the hospitality industry and break that cycle of homelessness, hunger, and poverty on their own. We do about 10,000 meals every day. We were buying a lot of food to supplement what we couldn't get donated. So we went to local growers and farmers and said, hey, what do you have that you can't sell, that you can't get off the farm? And let's work out a price where we can buy that, we can send trucks to you, bring that phenomenally good, healthy produce in while spending our money locally and supporting local growers and farms.
Every week, DC Central Kitchen buys produce from Mennonite farmers at the Shenandoah Valley Produce Auction near Harrisonburg, Virginia. The partnership gives growers a dependable market for produce and provides the kitchen with a highly affordable source of high-quality local produce.
One of the beauties of the relationship that the Shenandoah Valley Produce Auction has with DC Central Kitchen is the fact that everybody wins. And knowing that when it goes to DC Central Kitchen, that it's not just being turned around and sold for somebody to make some extra money off of it, but it's being utilized in ways for the children to get their wonderful fresh school lunches, and also to help get people off the streets and help them turn their lives around.
Nearly 400 farmers in the valley sell their produce at the auction. One of those farmers is Charlie Martin.
My grandfather moved to Virginia in 1930, so I was privileged to be the third generation to take over the farm in 1978. That makes you feel pretty humble that you, as a grower, can supply a need for needy people.
At the auction house, produce purchased by DC Central Kitchen is packed into refrigerated trucks. The trucks transport the fresh food to DC Central Kitchen's processing facility. Here, some of the produce is used to make healthy meals for shelters and the homeless in Washington, D.C.'s inner city.
I enjoy what I do. I feel that I'm giving back. I'm making a ratatouille which consists of vegetables. I'm going to add carrots to it, some eggplant and zucchini.
Produce is also brought here to the Washington Jesuit Academy and used to cook healthy meals for students.
All of our students are from low-income families. For a WJA student, the family of four, average income is probably $32,000. So they're all from a very similar background.
A lot of the vegetables and fruit come from the salad bar. They give us good nutrition, help us keep our body good.
It's a lot of grains and it's healthy, like broccoli.
I eat like the carrots,
celery, string beans,
cucumbers, tomatoes, peaches, watermelons, and lemons.
Howard Thomas is the head chef at Washington Jesuit Academy. Howard is also a graduate of DC Central Kitchen's training program.
They saved my life. I mean, DC Central Kitchen saved my life. I became the head chef of this school. And I really, really do love it. I'm dealing with young men, trying to be men. And I see these kids' faces and they come through the line, they telling me what they did over the weekends. It brings a real good feeling, man. It let me know that we're not just here just to be cooking food for these guys. You know, that we do more than just cook food for them. You know, like mentors, like big brothers and big sisters.
CoBank's support of the DC Central Kitchen began in 2011 when they provided a gift of $179,000 to purchase refrigerated trucks. In 2012, CoBank provided a gift of $1 million to be delivered over the next 4 years.
A lot of times people think that people who live in urban areas don't have any connection to rural America. DC Central Kitchen has an ongoing commitment to source locally. And CoBank's contribution is going to assist DC Central Kitchen to increase their capacity to purchase more local foods. And that's going to in turn help our local farmers because they know they have a market for their product. Knowing that CoBank is supporting an entity that's using food to transform people's lives is just, it leaves you in awe.
The CoBank partnership has been spectacular on so many levels. First, CoBank actually read about the work we were doing with local growers and farms and came to us. And their instinct, their impulse was, how can we help this program grow? Ultimately, we're in business to put ourselves out of business. So our goal is not to do more meals, it's to do fewer meals smarter, so ultimately we don't have to do any. And while we're doing it, we continue to train men and women so they can get their own jobs and get on to a life of self-sufficiency. Then we're going to be closer to solving these problems.